Welcome back to the Toledo Sports Arena. We're here for the ERA World Professional Gymnastics Championships. Yesterday, in day one of the competition, an impressive performance by Blaine Wilson. He's our leader, and earlier he spoke with Scott Lasky.
Behind us, Blaine, is one of the tremendous routines. What was clicking for you?
Well, everything was smooth. You know, as far as the competition went, I got a little tired. You know, after the first event, so I tried to catch some some Z's in between the other two events, and it helped me. You know, it wasn't all a smooth meet, but I got through my competition. So. What's
the game plan today? What can we expect to see?
About the same. You know, I look forward to going on out there and doing my routines to the best of my ability. You know, with vault and high bar being some of my toughest things to do, I'm going to do some hard stuff today, and I just look forward to going out there and doing them.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck.
Thanks.
So here is the rotation order for the men. The vault has already happened. Let's take a look.
And Blaine Wilson had such a comfortable lead going into this day. He did a very easy handspring layout front half-turn vault. Easy for him, but a difficult vault to do. 9.85. He's going to be very hard to catch with only 2 more events to go. John Roethlisberger did a simpler vault, a handspring tuck front. There's no way it can score as well. Had a decent landing, but really without the difficulty, he just can't get much more than what he got, a 9.3. Chris Waller, coming into this competition, semi-retired, looking pretty good so far. Did another handspring front, but really stumbled forward on the landing. Didn't score quite as high. Not his best event, but glad to be done with it. But Russia's Yevgeny Shabayev did a very good Kazamatsu with a full twist, little low landing, but it's a very difficult vault. Got a great score. He's the one that might be able to challenge Blaine Wilson today.
So with 2 rotations remaining now for the men, Blaine Wilson with a comfortable lead over Yevgeny Shabayev and Chris Waller. Next for the men, the parallel bars. Here's the order of competition. Cheney Humphrey up first, followed by John Roethlisberger and Alexei Voropayev. Here's Humphrey, 27 years old, getting ready to start medical school. He's been working part-time in the UCLA orthopedic department.
His first skill is called a peach basket to a handstand. Does it quite well. Here he goes. Right to handstand. Into giant double back flip. Very difficult. Catching his arms on the bars there. Tremendous force as his arms impact the bars. Nice peach basket half turn. Another double back in the bars. So far right on track. It's a very difficult routine. There's a stutz and double pike. Very difficult set. Now the double back in the bars is very difficult. Tremendous force when his arms impact the bars. Really could do some damage in training there, but I guess Cheney's arms are so big and probably he could damage the parallel bars actually. And there's a dismount double pike. Difficult to do, especially at the end of a routine. This should score very well.
And the judges award Cheney Humphrey with a 9.7. John Roethlisberger set to go now on the parallel bars. He has had an amazing career, 4-time national all-around champion, and on the collegiate level, 3 NCAA all-around titles.
It's a caster, went up to a handstand. It was first skill. It is a stitch to 1 bar, and then goes down, scoops his legs through, and presses to a handstand on 1 bar. Shows tremendous flexibility as well as strength. Oh, just collapsed on that stitch to 1 bar, completely over the top.
We're not used to seeing that.
No.
Roethlisberger known for his steadiness and always technically sound. Not too flashy, but always technically sound.
It really looks like he didn't follow through with his legs enough, and that just kept his legs too far over to one side. It was impossible to hold the handstand there. John had mentioned that floor exercise and parallel bars are giving him the most trouble in terms of coming up to speed with the new, more demanding code of points, and he said that this was the event he really had to work on. Here's the front uprise right into his dismount. Big step backwards. Too bad for John.
John got married last year to Kelly McConnell. She, too, is a former gymnast from the University of Minnesota.
University of Minnesota, where he has degrees in international business with minors in German.
Just got into a lot of trouble here. It looks like he needed to bring his toes farther over the top, and it happened so fast there was really no way to adjust.
And it's just a 9.3 for Roethlisberger. Here's Alexei Voropayev, 25 years old, from Moscow, Russia. Member of 2 Olympic gold medal teams in 1992 and 1996.
And here's his peach basket, not quite as powerful as Cheney's. Very nice back toss half turn sequence. Does another one to a straddle cut to an L. Always impressed with their body line, technique, good toe point. Very deliberate in all of his skills. Oh, too bad. Knees came down on the double pike and had to show off for the crowd there. Too bad. Well, he got into trouble on the back toss. Did that fine, but right after that, as he goes for the double pike, just under rotates, has to stumble forward, and at that point he figured, well, let's just play to the crowd.
And for Alexei, it's a 9.4. That will not help him as he tries to move up from 7th place. John McCready up now on the parallel bars. 23 years old, living in Colorado Springs, working out of the Olympic Training Center there. Also a junior at the University of Colorado.
And John's recovering from major surgery on actually both of his shoulders, so he's trying to get back into the swing of things. Literally here on the parallel bars. This is back toss. John's got a good clean line. It's a stutz to one bar, but stumbled as he got back to the other bar. Little hesitant there.
Do you get the sense that he's happy with the way his rehab has gone so far?
Well, I think he's probably concerned about doing really high-level gymnastics right now. I mean, you could see as he watered down his discipline, he's grabbing his shoulder there. He's got a ways to go, and he knows that. But he's always been a very confident gymnast and really knows what he has to do to reach his goals. So we'll see how the next 2 years take him. He's a big hope, I think, for the U.S. team. He was a good team player in Atlanta. As you see, there's his back toss. No problem, good body line. There's the stutz to one bar, but he just stumbles a bit, loses a couple tenths right there. Another stutz to one bar. He just doesn't seem like he's really sure of himself in the shoulder strength, and is going to have to develop his shoulder strength more, and that's just a result of recovering from this operation. Here's his dismount. It's a very simple front uprise pike front of half turn. It's really not difficult at all, so you can tell he's really watered down this routine.
You're on. And the score for John McCready, a 9.35.
Hi, Jim Cameron.
And when we come back, we'll see the leader, Blaine Wilson, on the parallel bars.